About the design on the top of my hat and the relevance of it. I think Motheo showed you earlier at some stage when we were driving. I've got various hats, as I'm sure you've seen over time. Hats are very important. We're out in the sun here all the time. And this specific one was actually a Christmas present from a very good friend of mine. And it's linked to an artist program, a free artist program that run, as far as I know, across the world. And it's the emblem of lions, just for interest's sake. A bit of a personal note. Now, another question that came through from now my brain just stopped. Beverly, if I remember correctly, asking Motheo what his favorite animal is, and Motheo is going to answer you.
Well, hi everyone out there. My favorite animal is actually a crocodile. It represents fearless, and I think I've got that character in me. I like crocs all over the place. Yeah, that's about it.
Cool, man. Well, we're just going to continue on from here.
And while we're heading along, since we've just answered sort of slightly more personal type questions, it's one of the things that over the last year and a half already, and more specifically maybe over the last few weeks, I've reassessed in terms of what do we talk about and what don't we talk about. Obviously wildlife is the very premise of what we do and what we experience out here. And for a long time I was always very wary of answering personal questions, if you want, just because one is I've always been a very private person, but also in the other senses I've always felt very wary of intruding into your space. In other words, if I start answering things about myself rather than just about the surroundings here, I've always felt that I don't want to, yeah, exactly that. I don't want to intrude into your personal life by telling you too much about me. But then having thought about it more, I realized that maybe that is very silly. I mean, ultimately we are sharing this space out here live and for extended periods of time. Some of you have been on many game drives. I was working out the other day, I'm not quite sure how many, but in the region of probably 1,000, 3,500 hours that I've been out here with friends. Audience always sounds weird to me. And slowly I'm getting more comfortable with sharing personal opinions and personal ideas and even personal matters with you. And again, if ever it feels like I'm intruding into your private space, please let us know, because I want to make sure that this friendship keeps growing the way it has and is and will. And it's a bit of a long build-up, and it's because I'm a little bit shy about it, but as I mentioned earlier, tomorrow is quite a big day for me. Some of you might remember about a week ago, a little bit over a week ago, I was telling you that I'm going through an incredible personal time in terms of having found something I've looked for, I guess, essentially for 31 years. And it's still very fragile and very new and as beautiful, literally, as an early morning dream with the mist and the sun breaking through it. And that person is coming to visit. And that's why it's an interesting few days ahead. That's all I'm going to say for now. Hugely also so because I massively respect the privacy of this person who's very dear to me. But inevitably this is where we live, so I'm sure you will find out a bit more of it, and I will also tell you some more of it over the next half a week or so. Enough of that. Luckily it's dark, so you can't see me blushing.